Okay, question number 1 for your partner test. They're asking you to multiply. So what you want to do is cancel. What cancels?
Your lines.
Your y's. What do you mean your y's? Let's work on the number first.
Oh, okay. Your 32 and 24 can both be divided by 8. So we can
Okay.
reduce those.
8 goes into both of these.
So 4 and 3.
Okay, what else?
So that's your numbers.
How about, I see another number before we finish the number.
2 and 4.
Yeah. Or 2.
Okay, so you have 2/3. Now, count your x's on top. How many do you have? 10. How many x's are on the bottom?
2.
So what does that give you?
8 X's on the top.
8 x's on the top. How about your y's? How many y's do you have on top? 5. How many y's do you have on the bottom?
8.
How many y's do you have? 3 on top. So that's your final answer. Yes.
Is multiplication the only one where you can cancel out
Wait, where
like
am
in
I?
the same fraction?
Like
Like how you got it
Miss
too.
Audia,
That's wrong.
The y's are
Where-
Yeah, the Y's are on the bottom.
Yeah.
there are 8 on the
Eight
bottom.
on the bottom.
Should be Y.
Oh, why did they,
I was
so
about to
it's
say,
y to
where,
the third on the bottom, right?
Yeah.
I was about to say, where am I being stupid?
Oh, yeah. Thanks for okay.
Sorry, I got it wrong. Okay. Yep. Here's the answer. It's 2x to the 8th, 3y to the 3rd. And your restrictions are x can't be 0 and y can't be 0. Next one, number 2. You're going to factor. X squared minus 9 is what? How do you factor this?
X plus 3. Or X plus 3. That's just 1.
What else? What's on the bottom here? Keep it division for a second. What am I gonna take out of here?
X.
How about the bottom?
3X.
3x. So, if you're tapping your pencil and you're not sure how to factor, that's your problem, is you need to practice your factoring. So that's, as fast as you can write it, that's how fast you should be factoring. Now, let's start with the restrictions before we do any canceling. Look at your bottom. What are your restrictions? X can't be what?
-4, 0,
Negative
and
4,
positive
0,
2.
and 2, right now, right? -4, 2, and 0, and -4 again. Now, do we divide?
We do not divide, we flip and multiply. Hey, thanks a lot, Miss Burbeck. You taught me that.
Dad.
Okay, now, can we add any more restrictions on here?
Negative or positive 3.
3 is another one. Now, what cancels?
X plus 4.
X plus 4, I heard. X minus 3, I heard. Yes, you can. You can take these x's out. So your answer is 3 times x plus 3 over x minus 2. With these are the 4 restrictions. Number 3. What should you do with these negative exponents? Switch them. Okay, now what do?
Flip and multiply.
We're gonna flip. So you have 12y to the 5th over 3x cubed. You're gonna flip this and make it 15x to the 4th over 24y squared. Okay, let's work on the numbers first. 3 goes into 15 how many times? 5. 12 goes into 24 2 times. So I know I have 5 over 2. How many y's, x and y's do you have on top and the bottom?
You have 3
There's gonna be
Y's
one
and
x
1
left
X
on top and
3 X's. Y's.
3 Y's on
Top.
top. You have 2 X's here and, 3 X's here and 4 here, so that means there's 1 X left.
I was talking to myself kind of, I wrote.
Okay. You can talk to yourself.
LOL.
Okay, number 4, what do you factor in the numerator? This is just a multiplication problem. What do you factor here? How about this, 3X plus 6? How do you factor the bottom? Okay, what cancels? Huh? Yes, these 4's can cancel. X minus 4, X plus 2. What's your final answer? 3 over X.
Yeah, these are like.
They always look easier on here,
Yeah.
now that you do the test.
Now, you know how you get through that, is you do more of these at home. We did a worksheet on Friday. It's on YouTube. And it's on Weebly. Go make a blank sheet of it and redo them. And see if you get these answers. They're all the same. I've been doing these problems over and over again. What is this called right here?
It is called a complex fraction.
So what are they asking you to do?
They're asking you
Multiply
to,
3 terms out.
You're going to flip this and multiply the whole thing. Before we do any canceling, what should you do? Factor. What does this top factor to be?
X plus 4, X plus 4.
Now, you guys, if you're stuck, look around. I bet you X plus 4 would have been one of those factors.
Probably.
Something's gotta match with it and cancel.
Not really.
And then this one is gonna be, okay, what do you think cancels? The X plus 4, X plus 4, X plus 4, X plus 4. What else? How many times does 6X go into 36X? 6 times, the X's cancel. Now, you've got 9 and a 6 here. Is there a number that goes into 9 and 6? 3. So what's your final answer?
3 over 2 times X minus 4.
Ooh, unitary.
Okay, number 6. What are they asking you to do on number 6?
Subtract.
Can I do this?
No, you
Yes.
can't. You gotta distribute that negative.
I just did.
Don't you have to do this? Don't you have to do it to the bottom one too?
No, then it's positive.
I'm very
I just put the negative on top.
Stop making this
Alright, life's complete.
Nice, complete. What's the common denominator, everybody?
X plus 4, X minus 5.
Okay, so for the denominator, you put everything that's on the bottom, like you in one.
You put them in parentheses.
Okay, so what are you gonna multiply this little 2 by?
X plus 4. X minus 5.
What are you gonna multiply this negative 6 by?
X plus 4.
Okay, can we do that together? What's this?
2X minus 9.
Can we keep going?
Yes. Negative 6.
All over.
X plus 4.
Okay, now simplify the top. What do you get?
Negative 4X.
Negative 4X
Minus 34.
done.
Same.
Got it?
This is helping.
Yeah.
Okay,
If
next.
she's doing them.
Yes.
Well, no, it's
We're
helping.
participating, Meg, thank you.
Okay, 7, what should you do?
Make that as.
Nick, did you get that?
Yeah.
All right, now, when I factor this bottom, that's what I get, right?
Yeah.
But this is not, this is what this is, right? If you twist it around, that's what you get. Now, I'm smart, I say, okay, I'm gonna take out a -1, and I'm gonna make it look like that, one of these that I already
Now
have
what
here.
can not see?
Now, can I do that? Yeah, what should I do with this -1
Bring
now?
it to the top.
I'm gonna carry it up there. So really, this problem is 4x over plus 5 over x minus 4. Right? Is everyone with me? I brought this up here and made this -5 a +5. So simply, what do I have to do now? Yep, just multiply this little side here by x plus 3 and x plus 3. That's it. So what do I have on top? I have 4x plus, yeah, you got it, 4x plus 5x plus 15 all over. Now keep going. What can you do next?
And 9x plus 15. And then take it from now.
You could take a 3 out, but it's a waste of time.
Okay. It's a waste of time, Rachel. Oh, done.
You're not gonna get anything with it if you take it out. You can try. If you took a 3 out, watch, I'll show you.
So you would take both answers?
Yeah, I would take both answers. But see, there's nothing I can cancel here, so this is good enough. You can stop right there. Number 8, what should you do? What is it?
X plus, I'm sorry,
What should you do with this?
take out an X? No.
We'll add an x plus 1 to them.
What's your common denominator?
X plus 1, x plus 1.
So what I need to do is multiply this by x minus 1, this by x minus 1. I need to multiply this by x plus 1, x plus 1, and the other one's fine. You get that, guys?
Yes.
Okay, so on top, what do you have? Let's do it together. 2x minus 2 plus 2x plus 2 plus 4, all over what? Okay, simplify. 4x, yep, 4x, 4x plus 4. 4x plus 4.
You can factor out a
Factor out a 4.
What else can you do?
Cancel that.
Yep. What's your final answer? Excellent. I feel like you guys are doing better.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of good with that.
Yeah.
Actually, I go hard, it's like,
Okay, number 9. What do you call number 9?
2.
Complex.
Complex fraction. We've got to get these two together. So what are you going to multiply this by and this by? X. So what do you have up here? You have 5x minus 15 over x squared. Okay? What do you need to multiply these two by?
X.
So you have 10x plus 40 over. Okay, then what do you do? What are you going to do? This is a big division problem.
Flip and multiply.
You're gonna flip, so you have 5x minus 15 over x squared. You're gonna flip,
Cancel, look at that.
what cancels?
X squared.
Okay, so what you have is 5x minus 15 over 10x plus 40.
Wait, can you
Oh, can you cancel something out?
Yeah.
Can you break this 5 and this 10 up?
Yeah.
No,
What?
Wait, you can't because it's over
no.
each other.
First factor a 5 out. First factor a 5 out. Do it separately. And take out a 10 here. Now this 5 and this 10 can be reduced.
Bam.
What do you get?
What
Yeah.
happened?
5 goes into 10 2 times. So it's x minus 3 over 2 times x plus 4. You guys do not, I've said this a zillion times, you can't cancel this 5 and this 10 yet. Because this is stuck. 5x is stuck with 15. They're stuck together. Okay? Number 10. What's your common denominator up here? Another complex fraction. You're gonna multiply top and the bottom by x, so it's 2 over x minus 5 over x, which is what?
I'm sorry.
2 minus 5x over x. I forgot the x. Over 6 over x minus 3 over 1, so we're gonna multiply this by x, this by x. So it's 6 minus 3x over x. Now we again flip and multiply. What cancels? So believe it or not, this is your final answer. There was nothing exciting about this one. Do not cancel this 2 and this 3, 2 and 6. Do not. Now, some of you guys had a different answer. Who had a different answer and got it right?
You get a different answer here.
You got a different answer, because this is what you could do if you are one of the few that did this. Some of you guys, what you did was you rewrote this as negative 5x plus 2. See if you follow this.
Yeah, we did.
Then they took out a negative 1 and a negative 1 here, which is the same, this is the same as that, and then you can cancel those. So this is another possible answer, 5x minus 2 over 3x minus 6. You didn't have to do that, you could have just left it like that. If you did, that's great. Just be careful. Number 11, what's your common denominator? Say it again.
3x times x minus
3x, x minus 3. 3x, x minus 3. Okay, excellent. What do you need in this first fraction? What's missing? We've got the x, we've got the x minus 3. What do we need?
3.
We need a 3 here and a 3 here, which is 12, right? What are we missing here? We've got the 3, we've got the x minus 3, we need an x, so 6x. So what do you have on top? Do you have 18x on top? No. Now try to factor something out of the top. What can you factor out?
6.
What do you get?
2 plus 3.
What's that?
Oh,
And I was like, why did
yeah, I'm done.
Now you could write 6x plus 12 and then take the 6 out. Some people will do that. What can you cancel?
Put 2 on top.
3 goes into 6 twice. Good enough.
Good enough.
Now there's different variations of this answer, you guys. You could have written And yes, do I need to go through all of them? You could have written that. You could have written 2x plus 4 over x squared minus 3x. Those are all good.
For you to have an extra credit on the test, well,
The last question was extra credit.
on the test, you can,
Oh, I don't know.
you should,
I should.
you should.
You
really
should.
Yeah.
You get partial points.
Okay, 12 through 17. You are trying to get rid of what? The denominators. What's the number, what's the smallest but biggest number that 5, 3, 2, and 6 go into?
30.
30. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna multiply all of these by 30. And by the way, that was a typo, and we talked about it in class, that's an X. So you're gonna multiply 30 times that, 30 times 1/3, 30 times x over 2 minus 30 times 1/6. Now, 30 is the number that will get rid of 5, 3, 2, and 6. Why do I want to get rid of them? Because I don't want to deal with fractions. 5 goes into 30 how many times? 6. What do I do with this 6? So it's 12x, correct?
Yes.
Bring down the plus sign. How many times does 3 go into 30?
10.
10 times 1 is?
10.
How many times does 2 go into 30? You get 15x. And how many times does 6 go into 30?
5.
What do you think you do now?
Bring them over to one side.
Bring the 0, bring this over here.
Yeah.
What do you get? 10 equals 3x minus 5. Add 5. What's 3x equal to? 15, that means x is 5. Now, how could I get this problem absolutely, positively correct? You could plug 5 in, plug and chug, and see that the left and the right side, I'm not gonna do it, but you can do that. Number 13, what's the common denominator? What is the
12x.
smallest but biggest number that 3x squared, 2x, and x 12 will go into?
12x squared.
Yep. Okay, so what cancels? Start with the left. What? The 12s cancel. What's on top now? X squared.
Oh,
How about here?
6.
2 goes into 12 6 times, and we can cancel one of the x's. So what do you have? 6x. And what about these? The x squareds cancel. 3 goes into 12 how many times?
Over 60.
So this is 16. Thank you. Next, what do you do?
16 over.
Move 16 over. Then what?
Negative, or plus 8 minus 2.
Yep. What are your two answers? What are your two possible answers? And do they both, can they both work? Yes, the
Yeah.
only answer you wouldn't want would be a 0. So 2 and negative 6 both work. What did I say? 2 and negative 8. You guys know what I mean? Okay, number 14. Without killing too many brain cells, what do you think? What do you think the common denominator is gonna be?
X plus 10, X minus
Oh
2.
my God, how'd you figure it out? Even look at the problem.
I don't even know.
I'm an Einstein, that's
Makes
why.
me friendly.
To me, that's a gimme.
Gimme, gimme.
You know that? If you can't figure this one out, that tells me that you haven't been very observant and haven't been doing homework, because they worked out this way. Oops, sorry guys, didn't mean to do that.
Not yet.
Not yet, not yet. I'm ahead of myself. Okay, all I did was factor this middle piece, which I knew was gonna be x plus 10, x minus 2. And you can verify it. Now, I'm gonna use blue. What's my common denominator?
X plus 10, x minus 2.
Now, if you have to do this, I'm doing it for you. You don't have to. Some of you guys can do this in your head. You know what I mean, right? What cancels? So what's left here? Can you just write it for me?
5x minus 10.
Yep. Plus, what cancels here?
X minus
All of it. So you get it just a 2, and then here? What's left here?
4x plus
Is this a linear or quadratic?
Linear.
Linear, because it's not x squared. If it were x squared in the problem, you'd get a 0 on one side. Alexa,
Why is it 5x minus 10? Wouldn't it be x minus 2?
because you have a 5 here, you have to distribute this.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay, what do you want to do now?
Solve.
I heard somebody say combine like terms. What else? What else?
Subtract 4x.
Subtract 4x and add 8. Now, what are the danger numbers that we wouldn't want to get in this answer?
Negative 10.
We wouldn't want to get negative 10 and we wouldn't want to get 2. Did we get either one of those answers?
Nah.
So this more than likely is right. How do we double check, triple check, quadruple check? You could plug it in. You would plug 48, it would take you a while,
Yeah.
but you could do it. Okay, 15 I think is the easiest problem.
Oh my god.
Cross multiply 4 times,
Wait, how did you know you needed to just cross multiply?
because there's only 2 fractions.
Okay.
So you're gonna cross multiply. You only do cross multiplication when there's only 2 fractions. So 4 times 2x minus 1 equals 10 times x plus 3. Well, what is 4 times 2x minus 1? What's 10 times x plus 3? Okay, what do you do next? How many of you guys do the variable first?
I just gotta do all of them.
You do? Because I don't want a negative variable, so I always do this first, subtract this. That lessens the chances of getting a math error, big time. Subtract 30. But it's up to you how you want to do it. No one's making you do it a certain way. What's x equal to?
7.
The question is, can x be negative 17? As long as it wasn't negative 3 or 1/2, we're good. Next. Okay, what should you do on this one?
1 over 1.
Put 1 over 1. What else?
Times 9 x.
There's a lot going on right now.
Can we make, I don't like subtraction. I do that.
Got it.
Okay,
I do
what's
that
my
one.
common denominator?
X minus 3.
X minus 3. X minus 3, x minus 3, right? What cancels here in the first fraction? All except what? Yep. What cancels here? What's left? Mm-hmm. What's left here? X squared minus 3x, right? Okay, next, what do you do? This is a quadratic. Get a 0 on one side. I would get it on this side so I can make everything equal to 0 on this side. So 0 is equal to what? X squared If I bring this over here, what does it become? 4x, and what does 21 become over here? So now we can factor this. This is an easy one to factor.
Positive 7,
What are our possible answers?
-7, +3.
So on your test, this is gonna probably be worth 5 points. Right now, you'd get 4 points from me. How would you get the 5th point?
You cancel out.
You can't
You can't
X
use
Equals
X
3,
minus
'cause you.
Why can't you have that answer?
First
You have an
equation.
X minus 3 up
So for those of you that would write -7 and 3, I would take a point off because no, you can't, we've been talking about the restrictions. You can't have 3 or -7. The last problem that counted, what's your common denominator?
X, 2x, 2 times x plus 1, x minus 1.
Yep, Alexis, say again.
2 times x plus 1, then x minus 1.
So you need an X squared though.
So we need a 2, we need an x plus 1, and we need an x minus 1. Does everyone agree? We're gonna write small here. 2, we need a 2, an x minus 1, x plus 1. We need a 2, an x minus 1, x plus 1. And we need a 2, x minus 1, x plus 1. Okay, what cancels in the first fraction?
2x plus 1,
What's left?
X minus 1.
How about here, what cancels? And the, what do you get? What's 5 and 2?
10
What's left here? 1 times 2
2x.
times x plus 1, which is
2x plus 2.
2x plus 2, right? Okay, next, what do we get?
Solve for X.
Okay, I got x plus 9. Okay, what else?
Subtract
Subtract x. Subtract 2, what's the answer? X equals 7. Can x be 7? Sure, as long as it's not -1 or 1. And where was the extra credit?
I love the extra credit.
How many got the extra credit? You did, which is good.
It's fun.
You are taking this fraction
Can I do it? You want to teach me?
and you're gonna add this, but you have 2 complex fractions. So what you have here, you have 7 over x minus 2. You're going to do what? Flip? There's really nothing exciting here. That's what that is. Plus, we're gonna do 8x plus 4 over, we're gonna flip. Okay, what, this is a problem within a problem within a problem within a problem.
It's fun.
So what are we gonna do with this piece right here? We're gonna do what with this? Factor a 4 out. Factor this. X minus 3x minus 2. Times. Okay, what cancels? This is one problem right here. What cancels?
2x plus 1 and X minus 3.
Those 2, these 2, what's left?
4 over X minus 3.
So that's what you have on this side, but we have to add this, which is 7x plus 2 over 6x minus 2. Can we add these 2 fractions right now? Can we? Not yet. What do you have to do to this and this?
Times 6.
You have to multiply this by 6 and that by 6. You have to get a common denominator, which is 6 times x minus 2. So what you have up here is 7x plus 14 plus 24 all over 6 times x minus 2. What else? Now, there's nothing else you can do, it's done. Anyone have any questions? Now, I am going to shorten this test. I haven't fully made it up yet, so it will be shorter, but I will be looking at your factoring carefully. And hopefully you guys will do better on tomorrow's test.